Okay, I got my timer. Okay, so first 30 seconds, we're gonna start on our back, step your feet nice and wide, knees nice and bent. And just for the first 30 seconds, all you gotta do is some windshield wipers. So just drop the knees side to side. The object of this movement here is to get our hips a little bit loose and warmed up, get our spine a little bit involved. So we just wanna get the central nervous system coming on board and everything feeling happy. Now, if you like, bring your arms into goalpost or cactus arms just to open up the shoulders and the chest. We got about 8 seconds left here. All right, now walk your feet in a little bit closer. So feet about hip width distance apart, and bring your hands now down alongside your hips and move right into a pelvic tilt. So we're gonna press the low back down, a little tilt of the pelvis. You'll feel your quads fire up and get engaged, and then relax back to the natural curve of your back. So that's all you gotta do. Press your low back down and then relax back to the natural curve of your back. And this is just to bring a little space to the low back, get the low back feeling good, and a little bit of work in the abdominal muscles and just a light bit of work in the quads. We got 7 seconds left here. And time. Cool. Now we're going to take it into some heel slides. So start with just the legs and then we'll add the arms on. So you're going to slide your left leg long and then think about dragging your heel as you pull that heel in. Feel your abdominal muscles fire up and then take it to the other side. Drag your foot out and then drag your foot in and see if you can just draw the abdominal muscles in. Once you feel like you understand what's going on down at the legs, we're going to add the arms on. So opposite hand is going to reach up as you drag the leg in and then bring the arm down alongside the hip. And then we're going to switch. Other arm's going to reach up, drag the leg as you pull the arm in. And we want to find some work in the abdominal muscles. So lengthen out, dragging the foot, drag the foot, pull your abdominal muscles in, switch sides. Other leg reaches long, arm reaches up, drag the foot, pull the abdominal muscles in. Nice. Keep that going. We got about 30 seconds left and really want to see if we can just find that work in our center. Pulling the abdominal muscles down as you drag the leg in and arm reaches back down alongside the hip. 20 seconds left. And time. Nice job. Now for our last minute of warm up, you're going to roll over onto one side. So think fetal position. We're going to do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. Bottom arm is either going to reach out straight from the shoulder or up alongside your head. And then you're just going to let your head rest down. And we're just going to find some nice twists here. So we're going to keep the legs in that bent knee position, thighs nice and heavy into the ground. And we're just going to start to twist. So we're finding a little bit of mobility in the top half of the body. So think from the belly button up. We're reaching that arm back, maybe let your head turn with you, and then bring it all back in. And we just want to start to move and get the spine just getting nice and warmed up here. Four more seconds on this side. All right, and then flip on over. You can just roll over onto your other side. I'm going to just flip around so I can keep my eyes on the screen, but arms straight out from the shoulder, knees bent, and then we're reaching it back, finding a little twist, and then bringing it back in. Nice, you guys, that looks great. Fifteen seconds left. And time. Awesome job. Okay, roll back onto your backside. Knees are going to be bent, and we're going to take it into a bridge position, but it's going to be a little bit different area that we're going to try and find the work. So start by bringing your arms into a goalpost position. So with those cactus arms or bent elbows, right? Palms facing up, feet about hip width distance apart. We're going to inhale at the bottom and then exhale, suck the belly in, lift up just so just to the point where your sternum or the backs of your ribs are still on the ground. So we want to find a little bit of work in the backs of the legs, a little bit of work in the belly. Arms are going to stay in that cactus position, lower back down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale to lift, suck the belly in, keep the ribs down, and lower back down. So you're not going to come as high as you normally do with a regular bridge position, but we want to find the work on the exhale, lift up, suck the belly in, and then lower back down with control. So it might be a slower motion just to take the time to find that work. But once you've got it, you're going to start to feel a little bit of heat, especially if you're getting that belly to suck in. And see if you can just keep the sternum down. So we want to fire up the backs of the legs, the glutes, and the belly here. And we want to see if we can find that exhale. The exhale is going to help with the effort, and it's going to help with that sucked in belly. And then inhale, we release with control. Five seconds left. And time. Awesome job. Pull those knees up to the chest. We're going to take it into some reverse crunches here. So hands down alongside your hips. We're going to lift the hips up and lower them down. Now, if you want a little bit of extra work, you're going to send the legs up, lift a little higher, shoot the legs out long, pull them back in. Legs come up and lengthen out. So you're going to take the level that feels good to you, move at a pace that feels good to you. We want to find some work in the abdominal muscles. So you might stay low and light here, finding the work, especially down in that low belly. Or you might like it enough that you take it a little further, lifting up and lengthening out. Choose the option that you like the best and the one that you can control the most, and find that work in your abdominal muscles. Nice, you guys, that looks amazing. Beautiful work. We got 15 seconds left. You got this. And time. Awesome. Set your feet down for a second. Just stretch your arms up and overhead. Take a nice big breath. Just stretch through the front of the belly. And then we're going to take it into a little bit more work laying down on our backside. So you're going to pick up your right thigh. You're going to reach back and grab the back of the thigh. You're pressing the thigh into the hand. The hand is resisting. Your other leg is going to send up towards the sky. A little point in that foot. We're going to lower that leg down and lift it back up. So we're going to stay with that left leg, lifting and lowering, but all the while we're pressing the right thigh into the hand and the hand into the thigh. If you want more work here, you're going to bring your left hand behind your head. You're going to crunch up just a little bit and hold that crunching position, lengthening the leg up and down, but keep pressing the thigh into the hand. Nice, you're already halfway there. And if you like finding the breath work here, you're going to use your exhale to help on the effort. And time. Nice job. If you're holding on to the back of the head, let it go. Pull both knees into your chest. Give yourself a light little squeeze. And now we're going to take it to the other side. So we're going to hold on to the back of the left thigh. Thigh is going to press into the hand into the back of the thigh. Right leg's going to lift up, a little point in that toe, and away we go. Lifting and lowering that leg. And then if you want that extra bit of work, you're going to bring your hand behind the head. Keep the abdominal muscles pulling down. Keep the chest and chin lifted. Beautiful, you guys. Nice. And you want to keep pressing that thigh into your hand so the rest of your body stays stable. Most of the work and the movement is coming straight out from the hip, and we're using the abdominal muscles to lift and lower. We got 5 seconds left. And time. Nice job. Bring both knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze. We're going to flip on around into a tabletop position. So find your way on up. And then as you find your way onto all fours, hands and knees, just take a second to check in. Make sure your knees feel good. If you need to double stack your mat or cushion it up or protect your wrist, anything you need to do. But we got 30 seconds of work here. So we're going to send the right leg and left arm out. And we're going to just stay with the right leg and left arm. Keep your center nice and firm. So we're going to try and keep the shoulder stable. If you really like it, you can bring it in for a little crunch, elbow to knee together and lengthen out. But if it feels more stable to find the work, bring the hand and knee back down to the ground and then lengthen out. Try to keep your neck long, so try to look down at the ground. We got 6 more seconds on this side. Nice stability, you guys. That looks amazing. Beautiful work. All right, and now we're going to switch. So take it to the other side. Lengthen the left leg and right arm and try to keep everything else nice and stable. So tabletop is nice and sturdy. Neck is nice and long. And then if you want that little bit of extra, you're going to bring it in for that little crunch and reach it out. Five seconds left here. And time. Awesome job. Okay, now for this next 30 seconds, stay in this tabletop position. You can make fists if that feels better supportive for your wrist. But now we want to suck in the belly. So I want you to take a big inhale. Exhale, let all your air go. And then with that, at the end of the exhale, you're going to suck the belly in. Really pull those abdominal muscles in and up into the ribs. And then hold it as long as you can before you have to gasp for air. And then let it go with control. Inhale a nice big breath. Exhale, let everything go. At the bottom of the exhale, suck your belly in as much as you can. Really pull those abdominal muscles all the way up and in. Hold it as long as you can. And then let it go. Nice. Do a big inhale. Exhale, let all your air go. At the end of the exhale, suck the belly in. Hold it as long as you can. And then with control, release. Beautiful. Inhale, a nice big breath. Exhale, let it all go. At the end of your exhale, suck the belly in. Hold it just as long as you can. And then you're going to release your abdominal muscles with control. Nice. One more breath. Inhale, big giant inhale. Exhale, let it all go. At the end of the exhale, suck your belly in. Hold it just as long as you can. And then once you can't hold it anymore, release with control. Beautiful. All right, now from here, come down onto your belly. Left arm is going to come down just alongside your hip, and you're just going to keep a nice long line. So your forehead's going to be slightly lifted away. Reach your right arm up, thumbs up, and we're going to keep the thumb up. We're going to lift the thumb up towards the sky, lower it down, open out to about 45 degrees. Lift the thumb up to the sky, lower it down, and then take it out to a T. Lift the thumb up to the sky and lower it down. Bring it all the way back up. Keep that thumb up, lift up, lower it down. Take it about 45 degrees, lift up, lower it down. Take it out to a T, lift up and lower it down, and then bring it all the way back up. Keep your neck as long as you can. So you're really looking down at the floor. Once you've got that movement pattern down, just take it at your pace. So we're up and overhead, out to 45, and then out straight from the shoulder. Keeping the neck long if you can, and starting to feel some work in the upper back body and the right shoulder. Nice, you guys. 5 seconds left. And time. Beautiful. Now switch. So right hand's going to come down alongside your hip. Left arm is going to reach up, thumbs up, and away we go. Lifting up and lowering down, out to 45. Lift up, lower down, out to a T, lift up and lower down. Keep that thumb up to the best of your ability. Nice long neck, finding the work now in the left shoulder and the upper back body. Already halfway there. Nice work, Karen. That looks amazing. Beautiful. Yes, Liz, perfect. We got 15 seconds left. And time. Awesome job. Come into a tabletop position. Just take one little cat-cow here just to kind of soothe out the spine in the back. Just drop that belly, lift the chest, lift the tail, round your back. Take a nice big breath there. And then we're going to come all the way up to a standing position and grab one weight. A heavy weight if you've got it. And we're going to hold the weight sideways across the chest. We're going to take it into some front lunges. So we're going to step the right leg forward, stay with the right leg, twist towards that leg, bring it back in, step it back. Step the right leg forward, twist towards the right leg, back to center, push off that foot, come back in. Nice. Dropping that back knee just to the depth that feels good to you and pushing off, coming back up. If that front lunge is a no-go for your knee, think about taking it into a back lunge. You're not going to get as much of that push-off sensation that we're looking for here, but it might feel safer in the knee and a little bit more stable. So take it on the level that feels right to you this morning. And time. Awesome job. Now sticking with that front leg, step it up into that lunge, and then we're going to lean into that leg. So you're just going to take your elbow down to the knee. Left arm is going to do the row. So we're going to pull the elbow straight up towards the ribs and lower it down, like you're trying to scrape your elbow along the ribs. So we're going to stay lifted away from the thigh. We're not going to put too much body weight in, but we just want to be able to lean over, pulling that elbow up, lowering it with control. Keep a sense of firmness in your belly so we're not collapsing in the low back, and we're just staying anchored in that front leg. Nice, you guys. Beautiful, Judy. Beautiful. Already halfway there. Nice, Christine. That looks awesome. Great job, you guys. Everybody looks so stable. Oh. 15 seconds left. And time. Nicely done. Come on up. Step that foot in. Give it a good shake out. And now we're going to take those lunges to the other foot. So hold that weight across the chest. Left foot's going to step forward. We rotate towards the left knee, back to center, step it back up and in. We've got 1 minute on the clock. You're working at your pace and your depth. If that front lunge doesn't feel good to the knee, think about a reverse lunge, stepping back instead of forward. And then you'll just want to twist towards the front knee, whichever the case may be. You've got 8 seconds left here. And time. Awesome job. Now step that foot forward, finding your lunge, bringing your left elbow down to the knee, weight in the right hand. And we're just going to pull that elbow up to the ribs, lower it with control. Keep a firmness in your belly. Keep the low back nice and supported. Nice, Ting. Nice, Liz. You guys look great. Beautiful, Helen. That looks awesome. Nice, Mar. That looks great. Man, you guys are so good. I can't even give any corrections. No good cues. You look amazing. That's it. That's all I've got. 22 seconds left. And time. Awesome job. Come on up. Grab a second weight. We're working into our shoulders a little bit. So if you need a lighter weight or no weight, just leave the weights off. We're going to take it into a lateral shoulder raise, arms out to the side. And then once the weights come down, lift your heels up, lower them with control. Arms out to the side, lower down, lift the heels, lower the heels. 1 minute on the clock. Take it at a depth that feels right in your shoulders. So if anything gets mischievous or funky, lighten up your weights or don't raise them up so high. And again, we want to keep a nice firmness in the belly. So we want to find most of the effort just coming out of the shoulder. So if you're having to hike the shoulders way up to make that move, lighten up your weights and see how it feels. Beautiful, you guys. That looks so good. 17 seconds left. And time. Awesome. Stick with those weights. We're going to take it into a light squatted position and take it into some tricep kickbacks. So elbows are going to hug in at the ribs. We're going to push back and then hug it back in towards the shoulders. We want to see if we can find most of the work coming out of the backs of the arms. So keep a little bent knee, chest forward slightly, press back, thumbs back to the shoulders. Keep a light firmness in the belly. Keep the elbows hugging in at the ribs. Yes, that looks awesome, you guys. Twenty seconds left. You got this. And time. Nicely done. Rise on up, but keep those weights. We're going to take it into a bicep curl and then a shoulder lift. So bicep curl, flip the palms, lower down, and then row it right up to the chin, lower it back, flip the palms. Bicep curls, flip the palms, lower down, pull it up to the chin, and lower. Nice. So we flip, rotate, and pull it up. Beautiful. You got it. And time. Nice work. Keep those weights. We're going to load it up at the shoulders and take it right into a squat. So think about stepping your feet just slightly wider. Load those weights right up at your shoulders. Toes and knees turned out slightly. Sit your butt down and back and rise right back up. We really want to think about pushing the butt back. Keep the chest lifted. Awesome. Nice work, you guys. And then see if you can just find a little work in the inner thigh. So think about pushing the knees out towards the pinky toes as you lower down to keep the inner thighs active and the knees nice and safe. And time. Beautiful work. Okay, our last bit of work is in the shoulders. So if you want to switch to a lighter weight, switch out. And now from here, we're going to bring the arms slightly out in front of the body and then pull the elbows back, pulling the weight to the shoulders, pressing out at an angle, pulling down and back. So we want to pull those elbows back and then reach the arms out. Keep a firmness in your belly. Most of the movement's coming out of the shoulders, bending the elbows and pulling them back in. Nice. You've got 3 seconds left. You got this. And time. Beautiful. Last bit of work, still in the shoulders, but leave the weights off for this last minute. We're going to sit into a little squat, hands at the shoulders. One arm reaches up, one arm reaches back. Bring it back to the shoulders and switch. So we're just moving into that shoulder mobility, finding a little length and reach through the arms. And as you lengthen and reach through the arms, can you find a little pull in the back side of the body, almost as if you're trying to stretch your back by reaching through your fingers. Beautiful. Keep your belly nice and tight. Keep your legs nice and stable. So legs shouldn't be moving at all. Awesome. Nice, Ting, that looks so good. Yes, Helen. Already halfway there. Woo, and time, come on up. Give everything a good shake. Shake out your shoulders, wiggle out your legs. We're gonna stretch it out. So step your feet nice and wide, super wide. Hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and then just for a second, snuggle your shoulder blades in. Once you feel good and comfortable, we're gonna fold over. Let your arms just fall away wherever they go naturally. Let your head hang heavy, hang out here for a breath or two. Awesome, and then unlace your fingers, let your hands come down to the ground, but stay in that bent over position if you can. Walk over toward your right knee, soften your nose toward your knee. Walk over toward your left knee and soften your nose toward your knee. Great. And then keeping that nice wide position, walk back to center. And then almost as if you're trying to take a down dog with the top half of your body. So we're going to walk the hands out in front of us, nice and long, and then press into the palms, push back into your bum, and let your head drop down between your hands. So we want to see if we can find just a little stretch through the shoulders here. Take one more big breath here. Cool, and then keep with that wide position, walk your hands back in, and now can you walk your hands through, past your heels, reach long through the fingers, let your head drop down, palms facing down here, take a nice big breath. Awesome, then walk your hands back up and in, toe heel your feet into a nice comfortable position, bend your knees a lot, pull your belly button on in, roll all the way on up, bring your left arm across the body, grab the back of the arm, let your shoulder drop down, and then take a couple of nods of the head up and down. Awesome, and then let that go, switch sides, bring the other arm across, drop the shoulder down, and then back to that nod of the head up and down. Nice, and then bring your head to neutral, give a couple of good swings to those arms. Woo, you guys did a lot of work in the shoulders today. You're amazing. Grab your foam roller if you're sticking around.